I am sometimes asked, what are you listening to? Well, let me explain. It's a beautiful blend of classical dirge music and heavy metal, with deep poetic lyrics that come from the heart. A genre for the metalhead in mourning. This music is a true testament to the people we have lost. This is Funereal, and welcome to Good Grief. Hello and welcome mourners to the Dirge of Mourning's very special Good Grief. I'm your host, Andrew A. Graves. Today we'll be looking at Funeral's EP, the Funereal, released in 2025. Part 1. Death growls are back in a funeral song, and they last until about 1 minute and 6 seconds. The music is of course dark and heavy with the funeral signature sound. We get a nice violin part that adds to the gloom and doom. At about the 2 minute mark, we get clean vocals as the music has become more of the Gospel of Bones sound, but with more bells. And let's face it, more bells towing is always good, right? Especially in funeral doom. Also, I would like to just point out the bass sound in this track. Absolutely some of the best sounding bass. Keep this sound, please. Love it. At the 5 minute and 37 point, a bell tolls and the violin plays, giving us the funeral march part of the song, with some spoken word as the song comes to an end and goes right into Part 2. Going back into the main funeral elements, this track's vocals start with death growls. We get some quiet guitar work until both violin and spoken word come back, adding into the overall mood of sadness. At about the 2 minute mark, the death growls and clean singing come back, this time with more pain and misery, as the two styles go back and forth before we get more spoken word. At about the 3 minute point, the music that is played is of course acoustic and some violin added in, just before the bell rings again and the band comes back in full funeral doom style. Misery is what shall end this particular portion, along with some death growls, as the track of course goes right into Part 3. Violin is what continues from the last section, as the clean vocals is our focus right now. The bell tolls as spoken word is this time given a more eulogy-like feeling. It is enhanced by the acoustic guitar at about the 2 minutes and 46 seconds. The doom returns, though this time like a dirge. The mournful elements also return before you can comprehend the true impact of its sorrow. The death growls and clean vocals come back one more time to close out this track. Nar Kisten Sinkis. I hope I didn't fuck that up too much, guys. Now, before I go into this particular song, we've actually already covered this one, so I won't go into too much detail. Again, you can look at the Gospel of Bones full review that both me and Terry did, and we agree that this is just a wonderful, full of melancholy and yet somehow delightful addition to this EP. Maybe that's because it's an acoustic version. In any case, this is just absolutely amazing. The album art continues the theme from Gospel of Bones. You could view this as a companion piece to said album. The 3-part song, called Old Light in English, is written and performed in Faroese by Ham Fair by singer Jon. And as I don't wish to make an ass of myself, though I'm sure I already did, see previous, I will basically say this. Beautifully written is an understatement. Absolutely top tier stuff. Now, could I say anything negative about this EP? I'm going to try and speculate what most people would probably say. Shouldn't it just be one big track rather than 3 small parts? Well, probably, I guess. Though separating each section gives it its own unique stamp, a sort of chapter if you like, almost poetic. Track 1 lasting for about 6 minutes and 40 seconds. Track 2 is a respectful 5 minutes and 16 seconds. Part 3 closing in at 6 minutes and 8 seconds. When you put all the tracks together, they last an epic 18 minutes. Overall, this is a fantastic addition to the Funereal discography. This is why it's coming in at a grave-digging 5 out of 5. Don't forget to check out the rest of the band's mournful offerings. Until next time, mourners, remember, every day is a funeral. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are gathered here today to witness the new Funereal EP, The Funereal. Featuring Jon from Ham Fair on the 3-part song entitled Gamalsh Leosh. Don't forget to visit all streaming platforms and Season of Mist for all of your funeral needs. A moment of silence for the acoustic version of Nar Kisten Sinkis. The Funereal EP by Funereal, out June 2nd.